Good afternoon. My name is Sydnee Fullmer, and I am an actor. Now, some of you may be wondering why an undergraduate theater major is giving a presentation on research. I'm here to expose the academia, dedication, and incredible effort behind the work actors display on stage. The number one question I am asked as an actor is, how do you memorize all those lines? That's understandable. That's all the work an audience member ever really sees. It's an actor's job to make it look like they're not doing anything, to make it seem as if they simply are the character. This allows the audience to suspend their disbelief for just a moment and embrace the story being told on stage as truth. Sanford Meisner, one of our age's greatest acting masters and educators, coined the phrase that constitutes the title of my presentation, living truthfully in imaginary circumstances. This phrase, in the words of Meisner, encourages actors to return to his emotional impulses and to acting that is firmly rooted in the instinctive. My goal as an actor is to help the audience forget that what is happening on stage isn't real. I need to respond and react in a truthful, spontaneous way as the character to whatever circumstances may be presented by the text. Now, this practice may seem to be rooted in a lot of improvisation and hokey artistic contrivances, but it actually requires a tremendous amount of study and research. The printed words of a play are nearly meaningless without the voice and life of a dedicated and studious actor. Actors are not just performers. They are literary experts, historians, psychologists, theologians, collaborators, and researchers in a field which requires an openness of mind, body, and heart. Today, I will be demonstrating a small portion of the initial process actors go through before they even step into rehearsal. We begin with a script, or in this instance, a very small portion of a script. What the playwright has given us in words is all we really have to develop the character, but it is all we need. Every word, piece of punctuation, the sentence structure, phrasing, etc. can and will reveal something about the character. Now, to many, the first and only step of this process would be to memorize these words. Screw you, Nance, how could you possibly be qualified to tell me if I would be a good mom? I deserve a baby, you have no idea what we've been through. Now, I'm definitely memorized, but this is not acting. We start off by dividing the text into small chunks, or beats. A beat is the smallest unit of action with a beginning, middle, and end. Beats denote a change in what the character is doing or trying to do to the other characters. The next portion of analysis is probably the most important and the most extensive. Given circumstances are the entirety of environmental and situational conditions which influence the world of the play. This information is derived directly from the text and then facilitated by additional research. There are three main categories within a set of given circumstances. Number one, what you must know about the play. Number two, what you must know about the character. And number three, what you must know about the scene. These categories cover information ranging from the political culture during the time period of a play to what your character smells during the course of the play. All of this information allows us to step into the world of the play and understand why the character does, says, thinks, and believes what they do. These are the given circumstances I have found for this particular section of text. Now, each chunk of information is in direct correlation with the text of the corresponding beat. The rhetoric and the given circumstances will reveal the character's point of view and allow me to select operative words. Operative words are the most important word in any given sentence. They inform the actor as to what the action of each beat will be. Words like deserve, know, and tell will carry the energy and the action of each beat. The action is what you do to get what you want. Words like challenge and expose are descriptive, tangible verb the actor uses to achieve the objective of the character by overcoming the obstacle. The objective is what you want in a specified beat. The obstacle, therefore, is what is in the way of achieving said objective. Objective, obstacles, and actions are at the heart of acting. Now, this work is just the tip of the proverbial iceberg. It took me about an hour to do all this work for 14 lines, so you can imagine what it takes to do this for an entire play. And that's just the beginning. From here, there are additional steps of text analysis, scansion, dialect work, memorization, and that's all before we even step into an organized rehearsal with other actors. And that's where we see the work we've done start to pay off. Because we suddenly have my research going head-to-head against the research of all the other actors on stage. We see the tension created by the conflict between characters. We see the drama. We see theater. We see acting. Screw you, Nance! How could you possibly be qualified to tell me if I would be a good mom? I deserve a baby. You have no idea what we've been through. You could never know. You with your daughter, people like you, just because you've had the luck? Because that's what it is. Luck. The luck to have a child of your own. You think you're more entitled than I am? Who are you? Don't tell me what I don't know. I know. I am going to be the best mother. Thank you.